6:45 test group. What's going on? My name is Michael Ullman. I'm going to be giving you some tips today to talk about strategies on using your social media, specifically stories, but also your posts, and how to maximize your test group experience. So, uh, First and foremost, I've been a coach for just over 6 years, and I've been a three-time elite coach. I've been through test groups before. I have some experience. I want to kind of share with you some of the things I've learned and maybe even some of the things that I've made mistakes on. So let's get right into it. Put my old man glasses on here. I think the tip number one is, now that we're allowed to share our videos, right? We have this 15 seconds we can share of a move from the program. Although while we can't share the video of what we're doing, we can't record them while talking or the videos we're doing, we can do our own. And I think that's where your focus should be. So think of this as a diary, your daily diary, and you're trying to open that book up for other people to read your daily diary. So I would recommend doing the whatever day you're on, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30 of 90, and letting people in. So a couple of things you can do with this part of it is sharing a move of the day. There's a lot of unique moves that we do with this program, and I think letting people in and showing that is something that you can do. You can make it fun, put it to music. There's a couple of apps. If you want to post below, if you're not familiar with how to do that, there's a number of apps that make it very easy for you to attach music to your video to keep it fun and light and just really what you're experiencing. The other things you can share aside from move of the day would be your feeling of the day or your takeaway of the day, the message that Amwala is giving you. And I think the best time to do this is, I call it the minute after. It's that 1 minute when you're done with your workout, when you feel the most alive, the most invigorated. That is the time to capitalize on that moment and then record a video, record yourself, and speak to that person about what you're experiencing. The good, the bad, everything in between, but hopefully there's a lot of good there that you can share. I know when I finish these workouts, like I'm loving this program, and there's so many takeaways that I have at the end of the workout that you can get across to people. And I think that's so important to bring them in, not just you doing the move, but what is this doing for you? So tap into that. The other thing you can do is like a weekly recap, and share your end of week thoughts as we go through the different weeks. You can do your after, but you can do your progress pictures and post them. I think that would be very, very impactful when people see, because people want to see the journey. They don't want to see you at the end of the marathon cross the line. They want to see you at the start line. They want to see you in the first couple of miles. They want to see you fall down and get back up. They want to see you stopping at the water station. Like, they want to see the journey of what it took for you to get there. So bring them along on this marathon. And that's what it is. This is our little 90-day marathon. Okay. So that is tip number one. Tip number two. So now I want you to share your experiences in the test group, but I want you to put your business hat on, because you're here because you have earned a spot in an exclusive test group. And you're all here because you're building a business. So let's not forget about this important piece of this. So when you're sharing on your social media, on your stories specifically, I need to know that you're a coach and not just a participant. I need to know that you can help me, who's watching your story, right? So this includes your own personal success, and it also includes your team's success. Now, if you don't have an upline, and you're literally a coach on an island of themselves, that's not a problem. It's important that you understand and own the fact that you are a very successful coach very early in your coaching career. and you want people to know that. So this is something that I'm historically very poor at, which was pounding my own chest and kind of screaming it from the mountaintops. And it's something that I had to get good at. So I leaned heavily on my upline team. So the success of my team, I took ownership of. I took personal ownership of their success, and I ran with that. So I would encourage you to do the same thing and make sure that you are sharing that fact that you've earned this. Put that business hat on and explain through your stories, maybe not every day, but as you progress forward, reminding people that you're here to help them, that you're here to offer them the same opportunities and possibilities that were offered to you. That needs to come across to people so that they understand that they can join you, right? Obviously for the workouts and for the community, but for the business building opportunity that this really is. So don't lose sight of that. I've seen people in test groups get very, just committed to the program that they're doing and in sharing just the program part of it and leaving aside one of the most important parts of this, which is the fact that you are trying to help others build a business alongside of you. This brings us to tip number 3, my final tip, which is a little inclusive of the first 2, but number 3 is results. And let me explain what I mean by results. Your job, literally, your job as a coach is to make your health a priority. Awesome. The thing that impacted me most was becoming a coach and holding myself to a higher accountability. I've had a tremendous physical and mental transformation. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. Go all in. I know you guys are. I know you're going all in with this, but just make sure that that is the message that's getting out when you're posting your workouts, when you're talking about this, that you're focused on the results. So that means you are following the nutrition plan, a nutrition plan, whichever one you're going to be doing or are doing. You're doing the workouts to the utmost best of your possible being that you can to get results. This is a results-driven business in all aspects of it. It's very much results-driven. People cannot ignore success, and your job as a coach is to get results. Awesome. This is why I love this so much. So I talked about the accountability piece. I think the extra layer of accountability being a coach has is very impactful, because it's those days, it's sharing those times where like you don't want to maybe show up one day. I mean, it happens to everybody. And because you're a coach, because you have other people that are counting on you, it adds that layer of accountability. And I want that message to come across, touching on point number 2 with this business, that this is what we do. This is what we get to do. Understand that this opportunity to be in this test group is one of those once in a lifetime things. You've earned your position to be here, your spot. Embrace that. Embrace what you have in front of you and run with it. I would highly recommend that you use another thing. I was talking to my wife about, and she had brought up the fact that you might have other teammates or people that you've connected with in this group that you can share stories with, right? So you can tag each other. I have a couple of coaches that are in this group, and it's nice to be able to use and show the community that we are, and tagging other coaches to let people in that it's not just you. You're not just here by yourself. Even if you are a coach with no upline and you do feel like you're on an island by yourself, hopefully that's not the case, but you can utilize the people in this group, the people on your team, and you can share that connection and that accountability piece, and you're demonstrating it to other people. So Those are my 3 tips. I hope they're in some way, shape, or form useful to you. I am so excited to go through all these different stages. Again, I've been doing these programs for a long time, and I am over the moon about this one. I'm seeing such results myself, and we're lucky. We're in a good position, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for July. So, all right, guys, we'll see you.